Hey everybody, well, hope y'all are doing all right. Thought I'd show you something that happened over Grand last week, and yeah, it's kind of a funny story. But growing up my whole life, I've kind of always had a little bit of a reputation of could probably tear up an anvil. I've been pretty destructive on stuff all my life for the most part. Unfortunately, I just use the crap out of stuff. And then, growing up with my old buddy Robert and Chad, my brother, and old Doug, growing up, I was that guy that they said, man, I bet you can't do that. If they throwed something down. Well, I was the dumb that would probably go, yeah, I can do that. Risk everything, tear up everything, whatever. But I never was, maybe just not the sharpest chisel in the box. But so last week over at Grand Lake, I was running up in this little area, and I knew it was shallow, but ends up, the lake was drawn down for the winter pool, and there's an old stony point kind of runs out there a little bit, and I decided to run into it. Broke my skeg off, knocked a big hunk out of there, but it didn't seem to do too much. Dinged my prop up a little bit. Didn't really tear up too much. And the old kind of fished around there, man. I said, before I got ready to move, I thought I better check, make sure there ain't no gear lube or my prop shaft's bent or, something really bad happening. So I got over on the edge of the boat, and I'm leaning, trimmed the motor up, and raised the jack plate all the way up, and I'm leaning over the boat, trying to spin the prop around. I'm leaned way out there trying to see if it's bent or anything. And, well, I lost my balance. Off in the drink I went. Kablooey. Boy, that water was. It's 60 degrees. Whoo! It was cold. And for some reason, I ended up about 5 or 6 feet away from the boat, man. I was a dog paddling like a fool, kind of like old Dale was here a while back when he was talking about falling out of the boat. And I was like, hey, you freaking idiot. And Ray was with me, and I trimmed the motor down and got everything back where I could get on the skeg and got back in the boat, no problem, But kind of took the breath out of me hitting that cold water. And so ran on in, went back. Luckily, we was close to the motel. Got me a dry change of clothes, and we went back out fishing. But the stupid part about this story is, about, I don't know, 3 years ago, maybe 4, while I was over fishing a BFL Super Tournament, I destroyed my lower unit on this exact same point. I destroyed it. I've got the other props hanging up there on the wall. Right up there on the end, if you can see it. Just destroyed it, bent my prop shaft. It was bent so bad the prop wouldn't even turn no more. Dead in the water, had 14 pounds in the live well. My co-angler had a limit, and we had like 45 minutes left to fish. But we flagged down a ride and got in. Actually made the second day of that super tournament. I think I ended up coming in third. My co-angler won that tournament, but had to leave my boat tied up to a tree over there and come back home and borrowed another boat so I could fish. But exact same spot. You would think. Exact same spot I tore this off. I completely destroyed my other one a few years ago. What the heck, man? You think I would avoid that point anyway? Run over a different one. Find a different spot to tear up something. I guess not. I'm glad to know my youth hasn't completely left me yet. So now I got to get this fixed. Luckily, I got 2 or 3 of those laying around. So we'll get that back on there and get her fixed up, But one part of me says, man, I'm glad I'm still a dum-dum. And then part of me goes, God, you're dum-dum. You're 55. Y'all know better than that garbage. watch out for those same points. Watch out for them places that you know are bad, but we tend to just go right back to them. Avoid that, folks. I told myself I'm not going over there anymore. There's no reason. I don't catch any fish over there anyway. I don't even know why I go over there, but just some reason I think I need to go over there, check it out. I'm done with that spot, at least till next year. Catch y'all later.